Alrighty, welcome to Carport Customs, and on this episode we're going to be doing some work on my Ford EF burnout car. So let's get into it. So I'll give you a rundown on this thing. So it is a 1996 EF Falcon. As you can see up here, May 96, and probably you're going to wonder why is there no engine in it. The poor little 4 litres over there. It has been a burnout car for about 2 years now, and the engine only just blew up. So I pulled it out and I'm just shaving the engine bay. And on this episode we're going to finish off some welding. So we've got to go get the generator first, so we've got to get that. So this is the little carport I'm going to be doing all my work in, hence the name Carport Customs. So there's me poor little 4 litre over here, and there's Joseph, the burnout car. So we'll just run over, get the Rodeo, put the generator in the back, and then we can get welding. Need an extension cord. Got one. So the generator's over there running in the back of the ute, got the extension cord run over. So I'll give you guys a quick update to where I'm at. So I've gotten this side welded up and the battery tray cut out. I just need to do the same to this side. Just need to weld all those little holes up, which I've already ground back. So just get my welder set up and turned on, and we'll get welding. I'll get you on a time lapse and you can watch that. So I've got the welder set up to where I think it should be good, so I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse so then I can lay some of the finest bird shit you've ever seen. So I've just tried to go and have a look at the footage I just did with the time lapse, and it hasn't worked at all. So I'll just show you where I'm at with the welding, then I'll try and get the time lapse to work for the rest of the holes. So I've got most of them welded up. As I said, finest bird shit you've ever seen in the world. It is very hard though, with how thin the metal is. It just wants to burn through everything. And this welder does a stupid thing where it auto adjusts the amps, and as you're welding it'll turn it up so it makes the welds hot and burns through everything. But I've been getting this copper plate and putting it behind little holes up under there so it doesn't burn through as bad, and it has been working. So I'm going to try to do that for the rest of the holes just there. And so hopefully I can get them on time lapse, and then we can go and grind it all back. So I got all the welding done. I think the GoPro time lapse, I think I may have gotten a time lapse in that actually works, but all the holes are welded up now. Just gone over to turn the generator off, and we've got some chores to go do, so I'll finish the grinding later off tonight, so I'll see you then. So the jobs I had to do are now complete, which I don't really call them chores. It's just going and rescuing a Nissan, which is pretty typical for them. But I just need to go over and get the grinding wheel now, and then we can start grinding all these shitty bird shit welds back and get it looking good. So the next time I'm out here I can bog it and primer it and then get ready to start painting it. So I've got the grinder sitting there, cheap little Roby grinder. So now I just have to go over the fun and very time consuming job of going over all these shitty welds, all down there, all in here, and make them look nice, so then I can bog them and paint them, which is going to take forever, but it should look good in the end. So I'll get stuck into it, and hopefully I can get this time lapse to work. But a new camera and all, haven't really got it sorted out yet, so I'll try and get that working for you. Update while the grinder cools down, because you know, cheap Roby stuff, she's getting a bit toasty, so I'll let that cool down. These are the ones I've got ground back so far. They're looking alright. They're decently smooth for using a grinding disc. It's still a bit rough. Probably have to go back over them again soon. We've still got these ones down here to do, and that one up there. Yeah, still got that side to do over there. So I've got a lot of work to do, probably another hour and a bit of work, but I'll get back in it when this grind cools off. So this side of the engine bay is looking much better after all the welds have been ground back. Still not perfect obviously, but I still need to go over it with a more finer wheel on the grinder, and also got to bog it still, put some body filler in there, it'll make it a lot smoother so you won't even be able to see them. But just so I don't bore you guys with time lapses of me grinding, because it does get a bit boring even for me, I will put in some videos of this thing back when it used to be running and driving in the paddock and doing burnouts on the pad, so it keeps you entertained. So I'll put them in and I'll come back to you when I get the other side of the engine bay done. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed those videos of Joseph ripping it up, because I certainly didn't enjoy grinding all these welds back, but thankfully they are all nice and ground back, ready to be body fillered next time I'm out here. But that will be on a future episode of Carport Customs. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.